What's going on, guys? If you're new here, my name is Cole. Today I'm going to bring you a quick review on these Auxito LED headlight bulb replacements. So they sent these out to me, so we're going to give them a test and see if they really are better than something that you can just get at your local auto parts store. So just as a little background, I had a headlight bulb go out just a few months ago, and so I went to my local auto parts store and I upgraded to the nicest bulbs that you can buy at an auto parts store without them being illegal. So they still sold one tier above the ones that I got that they specify are not legal, are for off-road and UTV use only. So mine are just the step below that are technically legal on the road. So really it'll be an interesting comparison because I don't have like cheap budget bulbs in there right now. They're the nicest ones you can buy at the hardware store, like I said, so it'll be interesting to see if these Auxito ones actually can provide more light output when they're put into the truck. So we'll go ahead and open these up here in a second. I'll put them in the truck and then make sure to show you some clips of before they're installed and after they're installed, so we can kind of see the light difference to see if these are really worth taking the time to order them online and having them shipped to you rather than just going to your auto parts store. As far as price goes, the price is actually pretty similar for the ones that I paid for at an auto parts store versus these, and I will have these linked in the description as well. But let's just go ahead and open these up real quick and just kind of see what they look like. I mean, it can't be too crazy, it's just a headlight bulb, but pretty nice packaging. So they definitely look different. When I pull my other ones out, I'll have to kind of show you what they look like maybe compared to these, and hopefully that's not too bright right there, but they definitely look higher quality. So let's plug these in and see if we can tell a difference. Okay, so that was without the new lights in and then with the new lights in, those two shots back to back. And I'll throw some text over them as well so you can kind of see the difference. But I gotta say, before I put those in, I was a little worried, and I have been worried since getting these, that they weren't gonna be any different than these ones that cost the same price at the auto parts store. But there really was a difference. So I know you can only tell so much through a quick video, and it's hard to tell through a camera how different it really is. All the settings on the camera were set so that it wasn't like readjusting depending on different lighting or whatever. So that should be a pretty true example of the difference. But from my perspective, being able to see it in person, it really was a big enough difference that I would recommend that you take the time to order these from their website rather than going to your auto parts store, even though I know that's faster. So I'll give you a quick look real quick. These are what the old ones look like. Even give you a slightly closer view if these will focus. There we go. So they just kind of look old and nothing very crazy about them. So I can definitely say that those other ones look and perform a lot better. Here's the big things that I noticed were these old ones have even though they claim to be a white LED, they're very yellow, and I didn't realize that until I replaced them. A very yellow light. Whereas when I put the Auxito ones in, they are a true white LED, and they're definitely brighter. And then another thing I noticed is they go so much wider, so they have a much wider view than my old ones. So I'm not sure how that works and what they did to kind of make that happen, but it almost seems like I have ditch lights on because it's a super white LED and it's a way wider field of view than I've ever had before on my headlights. So yeah, that's kind of my review on these. I would definitely recommend that you pick some up if your truck or car needs updated headlights. I've always been very underwhelmed with the lights on my truck. Like when I got my truck, the lights were very bad and I always felt like my headlights were very dim. And then I replaced them expecting to have a huge difference and have a much brighter headlight for it being a newer truck, and was still not impressed at all. So I'm glad that I finally was able to find something that that really made a difference and made it seem like it's a nice headlight finally. So yeah, again, I will link these in the description. One other quick thing is, I didn't mention price before. These set of just standard headlights are $50. And like I said, the price on these was the exact same. So you're not having to spend a ton more money to order these and buy these, because you'll pay the same price at the auto parts store to do these ones. So yeah, I would just recommend going with these ones. Order them online. If you want something that'll actually make a difference, don't pay the money at the auto parts store when they're not any better than just like the budget ones. Definitely go get these. That would be my recommendation. So thanks to Auxito for sending these out to me. I'm excited to be able to get these out on the trails and finally have a little bit better lighting on the road and off-road. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.